The latest Deadlock patch is finally out. In this video, we're going to quickly talk about all the major changes that are happening and, well, what you can expect. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you liked it, and let's get started. There's a whole lot of Deadlock patch notes for the September 12th update, but anyways, let's get started. So one major change, matchmaking is now open 24/7 for all regions. That's insane. Added a new minimap, updated the base assets, so they updated the player icons. They added a new behavior system. And you get placed into a lower. They added a new behavior system. Players can temporarily use access to certain capabilities in the game. So you can essentially get banned for voice chat, text chat, pausing, and reporting, it seems. They added custom hotkeys per hero. Bounce pads' visuals have been replaced. Spacebar no longer cancels abilities. This is interesting. I don't know why you would take that away. To cancel them, you have to press the same key you used to activate it. I honestly don't know if I like this. That's weird. But I changed that at all. Extra no longer enables cursor mode when you press Alt. Interesting. Client performance improvements, that's good. Game now automatically starts preloading the map once the client is launched. Oh, that's nice. That's good if you have a lower NPC. It will automatically load for you. Oh, you can make custom lobbies now, but you could already make custom lobbies. Now they just made it easier. The upgrade abilities are now customizable. Adjusted the mid-boss sound. Okay. This is just changing sound effects and visibility. Now let's actually talk about the missed gameplay. Orbs now favor the claimer rather than the denier. That's good. That's good. Because there were some issues. Flex slot moved from first walker to 2 walkers. Okay, so your games are going to be a little bit longer now. All ability and item cooldowns increased by 6% globally. Max respawn time now happens at 35 minutes rather than 40. So your 4 items cost reduced from 63 to 62. That's interesting. I don't know why you would. I guess that's okay. Wall jump activation more lenient. Wall jump launch angle can now be steered a bit. Jump shooting lock period reduced from 0.25 to 0.15. That's good. Souls from bosses now appear much more spread out. Rope climbing speed increased from 13 to 14. So this is all good. Pretty much. Now, the big thing I want to talk about is the weapon items. So headshot booster damage reduced from 45 to 40. That's 5 damage can mean a lot. High velocity weapon mag. Weapon damage reduced from 14 to 12. That's a lot. Restorative shot healing from heroes increased from 35 to 40. From the minions or the troopers increased from 10 to 15. That's good. Hollow point. They increased the hollow point damage, so it's good to run hollow point again. Rapid rounds fire rate reduced from 12 to 9. Rapid rounds no longer provides minus 50 max health. Okay. So you get reduced fire rate now, but you don't lose 50 max health. That's good. They reduced the lifesteal for the active reload, which is good. Mystic shot now has bullet fall off. That's good. Cooldown reduced from 6 to 5, making the bullet fall off makes sense. Berserk bullet rate reduced from 8 to 7. That's okay. The long range bullet shield increased from plus 90 to 140. That's a massive change. Melee charge change bonus is moved to initiate section. Passive now has 8 seconds. When passive triggers, you deal plus 20% melee damage. And now gives a UI indication when reload procs. That's cool. I like that. Soul Shredder bullets weapon damage is increased from 6 to 7. It's pretty good. Free footwork. Active move speed reduction from 4 to 3. Good. Cooldown reduced from 22 to 18. Making the 4 to 3 makes sense. You reduce the cooldown. Health increase from 75 to 90. Again, make this make sense. Now for some actives. Warp Zone range reduced 13 to 11. Heroic Aura, active movement speed bonus reduced from 3 to 2. Interesting. Burst Fire now provides 70 health. Sharpshooter, bullet health increase from 175 to 200. Hunter's Aura, bullet resist reduction reduced from 10 to 9. Titanic, bullet resist increase from 15 to 18. Alchemic Fire Spirit, power increase from 7 to 11. Trying to get more people to use Alchemic Fire. Crippling Headshot debuff duration from 5 to 4. Lucky Shot bonus damage increase from 80 to 90. Glass Cannon max axe increase from 5 to 7. Silencer damage increase from 15 to 20. Frenzy linger duration increase from 4 to 6. So they're trying to push you to use more of these items, it seems, which is cool. But the silencer, the stacks, and the bonus damage seems like a lot, but only time will tell. Healing right now grants 3 spirit power. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess there's another reason to buy healing right. Enduring spirit lifesteal increase from 8 to 10. Melee lifesteal melee damage reduced from 15 to 13. Health Nova now requires healing right. Okay, that's cool. So healing right actually has more uses than just healing you. Heal Nova now grants plus 4 spirit power. Heal Nova range reduced from 18 to 15. Divine Barrier bullet shield reduced from 300 to 260. Divine Barrier sprint shield reduced from 300 to 260. Rescue Beam heal reduced from 30 to 26. Cast range 45 to 36. No longer requires a healing rate. Okay, that's cool. Fortitude lane troopers or minions do not reset the passive regen timer. That's good. Life Strike melee damage reduced from 40 to 35. That's good. Logistically cooldown reduced from 24 to 22. Metal Skin cooldown reduced from 22 to 20. Spirit items, Spirit Strike. So these are all for Spirit Strike. Melee damage reduced from 15 to 12. Debuff duration reduced from 13 seconds to 11 seconds. Spirit Shield reduced from 100 to 80. Regen reduced from 1 to 0.8. Mystic Reach. Spirit resistance is increased from 5 to 6. Ability range increased from 15 to 16. That can be really good for haze players. Extra Spirit increased from 8 to 9. That's pretty good. Ammo Scavenger. Neutral kills now count as a soul capture. Okay, that's cool. So when you kill jungle camps, some ammo will come back. Ammo Scavenger buff duration increased from 35 to 40. Very nice. Weathering Whip fire rate so increased from 30 to 40. That's a lot. Slowing Hex projectile speed increased by 20. That's good. Quicksilver reload damage increased from 50 to 60. That's also really good. Surge of Power. Embedded ability now grants plus 10% fire rate when used. Holy. Rapid Recharge now gains plus 12% weapon damage? That's really good. Tier 1 extra charge gives you... So this makes like Spirit Talon really good. Improved burst. Damage reduced from 10 max HP to 9, improves reach, spirit power increase from 6 to 8. Torment Pulse health increase from 125 to 140. Silence Gift Spirit Shield reduces from 200 to 150. Echo Shard Spirit Power increase from 8 to 12. Okay, now comes the section everyone has been waiting for, and me personally has been waiting for, is the hero changes. Please be good. Abrams. They fixed the seismic impact, getting stuck on ceilings. Okay, that's good. Shoulder charge turn rate reduced a bit. Inferno resistance reduced from 16 to 17. Shoulder charge stun reduced from 1 to 0.8. So you're not going to be stunning as long, but did they change his damage? Okay. Bebop Uppercut no longer roots your hero during cast time. Can now keep firing if he jumps and his laser is already warmed up. Reverted recent change to make hook in an alternative cast mode to pierce through allies and enemies. They reduced the hook range, that's good. Hyper Beam now does splash damage around a 5-meter area. The beam connects to the ground. Can be used to fish heroes out of cover in some areas. Interesting. Dynamo. Rejuvenating Aura no longer gets cancelled when stamina is used. It's cool. Rejuvenate Aura tier 3 reduced from 4% to 3.8. Kinetic Pulse tier 1 reduced from 40% slow to 35. Quantum Entanglement cooldown increased from 11 to 12. Oh no, what did they do? Fix issue with charge shot hitting targets behind wall. Oh. Fix guided arrow doing damage to buildings. Oh man, I like to use that. Rate of arrows weapon damage reduced from 7 to 4. Rate of arrows tier 2 weapon damage reduced from 7 to 5. Void damage growth per boon increased from, I mean that's okay, but these two are sad. Guided arrow cooldown increased from 110 to 120. Okay. I mean they nerfed Great Talon in his second ability, which is a little sad, but it's to be expected. Haze fixed issue with Sleep Dagger. That's good. Okay, they finally touched Inferno, so Base Health reduced from 625 to 600. Flame Dash, slow resistance increased from 30 to 50. Actually, they buffed him. Okay. Ivy fixed some control issues. Airdrop silence and slow debuff duration reduced from 4.5 to 4. That's alright. Kelvin Arctic Beam fire rate slow reduced from 80% to 40. Arctic Beam movement slow reduced from 80 to 70. Finally. Objectives and rejuvenators are now frozen. Thank God. So you can no longer ult, say, the Patreon, the boss, or anything like that. You have to, if you ult the boss or something, it freezes them. So you can't just get a confirmed, Patreon kill or boss capture. So Lady Geist, Essence Bomb, tier 3 damage increase, 22 to 26. The Spirit Scaling increased from 1.05 to 1.15. Fix some bugs. Self-damage no longer consumes shield, that's cool. Lash's Ground Slam now allows you to turn during the descent, so you can, when you're coming down from the air, you can essentially 180 instead of just it being a singular line attack. Cool. Bullet growth from 1.15 to 0.9. Ground strike damage scaling increased from 0.78 to 0.85. Ground strike damage per meter spirit scaling increased from 0.05 to 0.05. So essentially they just buffed the Lash. Then when it comes to McGinnis, so her heal, the radius was reduced from 6 meters to 5, and it now grows with spirit power. You can no longer wall jump from the spectral wall. Spectral wall minimum range reduced from 7 meters to 6. Wall duration reduced from 6 seconds to 5. Heavy Barrage Spirit Scaling increased from 0.35 to 0.35. or sorry, 0.3 to 0.35. Heavy barrage minimum range reduced from 7 meters to 6. Mini turrets bullet travel speed increased. Okay, that's interesting. So they did some changes to McGinnis. So you can no longer do wall jumps. They changed the wall, but they did change her ulti too, reducing the damage but upping the scaling, which is good. Makes her a little more useful, I guess. Okay, Melon Krill. Camera zooms out a little bit more when unburrowing, so you get, okay, that's good. Can cast Scorn while using combo. Interesting. Combo tier 2 reduced from 1 second to 0.75. That's good. Paradox fix issue with Paradox swap hitting targets behind walls. That's good. Pocket. Barrage amp per stack reduced 7 to 6. Barrage slow reduced from 40 to 30. Added a brief lockout period on Flying Cloak to prevent accidental double clicks. Okay. So 7. Base bullet resistance reduced from 8% to 0. Bullet resist no longer scales with boons. Headshot reduced increase from 25 to 35, so 10%. That's pretty significant. The storm cloud damage reduced from 124 to 110. They reduced the max radius from 30 to 25. Cooldown reduced from 180 to 140. To make these two changes make sense, they had to reduce the cast time, or the reduction. Cloud audio is now a little clearer when it's class. Okay, Shiv. Let's see Shiv. They fixed issue with serrated knives hitting targets behind walls. That's good. Slice and dice damage reduced from 125 to 105. That's good. Bloodletting deferred damage cleared reduced from 50 to 10, so a 10 or 40%, so a 10% difference is really good. Killing blow bonus damage from full rage, reduced from 25 to 20. That's good. Shiv. Killing blow tier 2 now also increases rage amp by 5%. Oh my gosh, words are hard. But that's good. I wish they would have changed the bleeding in general, but that's fine. Now Vindicta. Base bullet damage reduced from 14 to 13. Stake tier 1 reduced from 0.75 seconds to 0.5 seconds. Assassinate bonus gold is now shared with the scissors. I like this change. Crow for Familiar now reduced bullet armor by 6%. The impact damage reduced from 50 to 40. Impact damage spirit scaling reduced from 1 to 0.8. Crow Familiar spirit power duration scaling reduced from 0.04 to 0.03. You can now use stamina while flying to get an impulse in the facing direction. Okay, that's cool. Spacebar no longer exists. Spacebar no longer exits the ability. You have to press the key again. I don't like this change. Actually, I like this change. What am I saying? Because when you used to be flying around as Vindicta, sometimes I would accidentally hit spacebar and just cancel a flight. So, I mean, for some characters it makes sense. Others, I don't know. Assassinate now does 20% more damage when getting a headshot. Assassinate scope ends when you're stunned. That's cool. But 20% more damage when you get a headshot is kind of crazy. So, land your headshot. Viscous Puddle Punch now correctly knocks people in the cube up in the air. Okay. Improved various issues with the camera. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs. Puddle Punch now telegraphs in effect before it forms. That's cool. Base bullet damage reduced from 14 to 13. Splatter damage reduced from 110 to 100. Goo Ball turn rate improved a bit. Goo Ball stun frequency cooldown improved from 1.5 to 1.25. Affects the Puddle Punch piercing unstoppable. That's good. Now Warden. Bullet growth reduced from 1.31 to 1.2. So it's like escalating damage. They're reducing that. Same with other characters. Alchemic Flask debuff duration reduced from 7 to 6. Alchemic Flask radius reduced from 7 meters to 6.5. You gain 50% bullet resistance during the 2-second ult channel. That's crazy. Wraith card trick. damage reduced from 100 to 80. Card trick spirit scaling increased from 1.2 to 1.5. Card trick projectile spawns above the reticle rather than on the left side. That's cool. That's nice. That's a nice change. Yamato. Ammo now scales with spirit power. So 1.5. That's interesting. Power slash damage reduced from 170 to 160. Grapple post cast duration reduced from 0.5 to 0.2. The alt fire now fixed to work with conditional damage sources. Okay, so your right click will now actually make sense with these items. Shadow transformation bullet spirit resistance reduced from 55 to 40. You can now interrupt power slash with parry. Alright, so overall they did a lot of character changes. Some characters I would have liked to have seen more aggressive. Yeah, I think more characters, or even the characters on the list, I would like to see more aggressive changes. As it's a playtest, play with the changes, you know? That's just me. So map changes. So they changed the map actually. So inner lane changes, they added connections from the shop to the front of the department store. Just seeing. They added a veil in the opening at the front looking out toward the spawn. So this. And this is the shop they're talking about. Added a cover barrier in front of the opening with the veil. This is interesting though. The veil. They moved the catwalk stair in front of the department store in New York Oracle closer to the mid. Or no, not that, but here. So base changes. Angle the walkway connection from the outer lane exits. Added a overhang below the Patreon position, which I think it's oh, here, new overhang. Oh, it says it. Added 2 juke closets facing the Patreon. Here. Interesting. Okay. Remove the exterior ropes from the garage and nightclub. Replace interior stairwells with rope inside the... Okay, so they removed the outside ones and just put them in. Rooftop changes. Raise the apothecary. And imports roof to match heights of the record story and comedy. Remove rooftop details from roofs that are not safe. Add rooftop details to new valid rooftops. So overall, these patch notes are nice. The biggest thing to note is that matchmaking is now open 24/7 for all regions. So you can play whenever you want, essentially, any time of the day. But anyways, if you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. This greatly helps me out. I'll be back with some more content tomorrow as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.